Hello, welcome to St. Andrew's Church. My name's Mike Behrens, and I am the Mass Captain, or Sacristan as we are known. And we take care of preparing everything before Mass. And I'd like to take a few minutes to show you what all that we do. Follow me for a moment as we walk back into the sacristy. This is the part of the church that most people don't have the opportunity to see. This is where all behind the scene things get prepared for the Mass. This is where we keep the vestments for the priest and the altar servers. And we have the books back here that we set up before every Mass. We have the missal that goes onto the altar. This is what the priest uses to set up, to say the Mass. And this is the Gospel, the book of the Gospels that you see the priest or the deacon hold up before he goes to the ambo to say the Gospel. And then, of course, the lectors, they do their readings from the lectionary as well. These are where we keep all the sacred vessels that we use during the Mass. Those are the cruets that you're seeing right now, and then the white covers over the golden patens that you'll see when we prepare the altar breads. We have the chalices, and then we have the altar cloths and the wine. We show you where we get these out of the safe. I've taken the opportunity to set up the credence table for you to see how it's set up before Mass. We have the chalices for the communion. We have the chalice for the priest. We have the lavabo bowl and the water for the priest to wash his hands, and the towel, of course. We have the water for the wine, and then we also have purificators for our Eucharistic ministers. Then here on the altar, we have the wine that's already been prepared, and the hosts that'll be consecrated become the precious blood and the body of Christ. After communion is finished, we take the leftover hosts that have been consecrated and we put them in the ciborium, which is then placed into the tabernacle. Which will be locked and be kept safe until the next Mass. Okay, after Mass, we bring everything back into the sacristy, and this is where we clean up all the sacred vessels. Now, unlike you're doing your dishes at home, we have to be more careful here because we have elements of the precious blood and the body of Christ that we don't want to just pour down the drain. So we have a particular way in which we do this. We want to make sure that we get all the particulate out of these plates and out of the cups, and make sure that we leave nothing in here before we wash them with a little bit of soap. And then on this side of the sink, we have the sacrarium. This is not connected to the sanitary source in the like the other sink is, but this goes to a place down under the church. It goes straight into the ground. So we don't let any of the precious blood or the body of Christ, any elements, to go down the drain. Now that Mass is over, I want to thank you for spending the last few minutes with me as we discussed the tasks of a Mass captain or sacristan. Now that Mass is over, the last things for me to do is blow out the candles, turn out the lights, and lock the doors. As we discussed the tasks today, these were in general terms, And if you have any particular questions that you would like answered, please feel free to contact the parish office. If you have questions at your particular church, either St. Elizabeth Ann Seton or St. Veronica's, you can contact their offices as well. And if you're interested in participating in any of the ministries at any of our churches, please contact the office and express your interest. Again, my name is Mike Behrens. This is St. Andrews, and I thank you again for your time. Have a good evening, and God bless.